So, Young Thug apparently requested to modify his probation, and they're partially granted. Now, this is interesting to me because apparently after he pled, saying no contest, got a plea deal, everybody's getting off. That confused me. Like, as a person that's not even in YSL, like, if everybody's getting off, but this person gets a plea deal, but y'all had years worth of evidence. What's going on? I don't know. So I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out. We about to find out. So back in October, Young Thug accepted a plea deal. He was finally released after his long, chaotic trial. He was handed 15 years probation. We already know that. What I'm saying? We went through that already. He's banned from Atlanta. Right. Right. Okay. He respectfully requests the ability to reside and visit at times. Okay. In his home. Well, in his home. Oh yeah, in his home located in the city. Okay. Did he get that or no? Describing Young Thug's desire to spend time with loved ones and right. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I'm having compassion for because it's one thing to let somebody that is a menace to society. You know what I'm saying? Like actually doing the crimes that they're convicted of. If that's one thing, no, they need to, what I'm saying, serve the time. Do they do what they need to do? You know what I'm saying? But if everybody's getting off, if everybody's, what I'm saying, scot free, everything's good now. What are we really doing here? You know what I mean? So Young Thug wants to have family gatherings for holidays and other reasons with his family. I'm gonna guess like, what I'm saying, birthdays and stuff like that, which is it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like, out of the realm of comprehension for someone. Why is it such a big gap right here? Young Thug can visit the Atlanta can yeah. Young Thug can visit Atlanta after 3 successful years. Okay, so after 3 years of flying his family to wherever he's at, friends wherever he's at, celebrating birthdays wherever, what I'm saying, outside, then he can go back. I mean, it's not bad. Luckily for Young Thug, the request has not been okay. Oh, okay. So it's now he'll be allowed to spend up to 8 weeks a year in his home. Okay. His stays can be up to 2 weeks at a time and must be non-consecutive. That's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Y'all don't break the law. Please do not break the law, y'all, because it's like, how can I put it? Like they do little things as far as like the judicial system. They do little things to just like nitpick and take a like in the back of your mind taken away from your freedom. I think that's a huge like, what I'm saying, a huge what am I trying to say? I gotta get some sleep. But like it's one of those things that just lingers at the back of your mind and it's like, okay, well, 3 days go by. Oh, I only got, what I'm saying, I only got 11 more days here and I'm out of here. Like it's just little stuff like that that I can't do it, bro. I cannot do it. If you are a good person, law abiding citizen, don't do no crazy stuff, man. It is not worth it, gang. Your freedom is not worth it at all. I promise y'all. But, I'm happy for him. I'm happy that they're going, what I'm saying, doing this for him and making sure that, I guess coming to coming to a middle ground. So that's good. That's good. All right. So Andrew Schulz claims Kendrick Lamar is paying people to protest his comedy show. I don't think Kendrick is worried about him, respectfully. You know what I mean? You said you would grape Kendrick Lamar. I think that's all the marketing people need to protest a comedy show. Am I tripping or somebody please let me know? Am I bugging? I don't Let's see what he has to say. Andrew Schultz continued dissing Kendrick Lamar. after beginning by admitting Kendrick Lamar's team probably isn't behind the situation. So he just lost all credibility right there. If he just admitted that his whole team probably isn't behind the situation, then what are you doing? You're just trying to market yourself right now, which apparently it's working because, you know what I'm saying? Apparently it's working, but I guess he quickly started hinting that they likely are the ones who could afford to set up the alleged scheme. Who's going to have that kind of money? Probably a really obsessive fan. I'm not saying it's coming from their team. I'm not saying it's coming from Kendrick. By the way, they're paying full price. That's not 30% off like their streams. This is a full pricing that they're paying. Imagine being an artist who really believes in creativity. What? What does Tom Brady have to do with? Come on, bro. Who wrote this article? Cole, what are you doing, bro? Stay on topic. Come on, man. Hey, Andrew. So okay. Schulz been upset with Kendrick Lamar since his release on GNX track Whacked Out Morals. We know. Andrew Schulz says Kendrick Lamar fans are planning on protesting. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see.
Okay? I'm not going to say it comes from Kendrick or his team or his publicist. I'm going to say that this is a random fan acting completely separately from them. But basically, they put out an ad where they're paying protesters to show up to my Hawaii show, December 21st. Ticket link down there. You'll see it. At the Blaisdell Arena. They're paying protesters. Now, I don't know who's providing the money.
$250 is not nothing.
Low key, I'm almost like, should we all go and I just do a show outside?
Son, if 1,000 people show up, that's $250,000 you gotta pay.
So who's gonna pay that? Who would have that kind of money? Probably a really obsessive fan. That's it. Now, I'm not saying it's coming from their team. I'm not saying it's coming from Kendrick. But this is, and by the way, they're paying full. That's like full price. That's not 30% off like their streams. This is a full price thing that they're paying. Imagine being like an artist who like really believes in creativity and then censoring other artists. Now, I'm not saying it's Kendrick. It's probably just a one random fan with like millions and millions of dollars that he would like to deploy to protesting a show in Hawaii of mine.
Not gonna lie.
Probably has nothing to do with the team freaking out and in shambles because they've never been made fun of on the internet. And their only reactions go, oh, you're racist. Oh, you're so racist.
I mean, that is a problem.
Fuck my guy.
You know what hurt me the most?
What is that?
I mean, is that not weird though? Is that not weird? Just comedy aside, is that not weird? I don't know, bro. Like, I like Andrew Schulz. I like, even the guys from Guy Code, you know what I mean? That's how long I've been seeing them too, at least at the very least, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm familiar with people that they're around, that he's around from way back when from Guy Code, like on MTV, that show. But like, is that not weird? I don't know.
I said Kendrick made music for dudes under 5'10", and he's my #1 artist on my Spotify rap.
He does. He does make music for dudes under 5'10".
And #1 in 2 songs.
No.
That's what hurt me the most personally. I took that as like painfully true.
No, he does make good.
You need to start wearing lifts.
Drake was my #1. Exactly. Second out hit 6 feet. He was all about the six god. But no, I think it is like, I never met like a dude 6'4" who's like, man, I love Kendrick Lamar. Like, right? It's more of like a shorter guy thing, right? Like it is. I'm just saying.
I can't argue with you.
I
can't argue with you.
I get, because you see him and he's like Iron Man to you or whatever, right? Like
He's so cool.
he's like
Not
a Marvel
really,
superhero. It's like one of us could do it.
He did that whole concert, didn't drink water.
Didn't drink water.
Superhero.
How did he fucking do it?
I don't know. I love this guy.
But I do, yeah. It is like that type of. It's for people that are a little shorter. Like that's what I think. There's no way there's a guy 6'2", 6'3".
Short King Kendrick, no?
Short King Kendrick. It's that energy. It's
Okay, yeah, he's just probably gonna go on the troll. I'm not gonna lie, but listen, he's a comedian, bro. Like, it's funny. Like, I'm literally laughing at him. He's funny. You know what I mean? He's making jokes. Okay, cool. But like, when you're talking about BFing another dude, that you know what I mean? That's just not my type of jokes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I don't really care about jokes, to be honest. Like the racist jokes, okay, cool. You know, they're comedians. They're, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Um like just like, you know, just stuff like that. I get comedians and I get, you know, being in the space laughing at a comedian, like going to a show, they're going to say some, you know, crazy things. Okay, cool. But like when you are talking about grape BFing somebody, like that's weird, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. About that one again. All right. Social media influencer alleges Drake scammed $2 million out of him on DJ Academic stream. Now, let's see if this is a product of natural selection or Drake really scamming somebody. Because if you're like like with the girl with the Hawk Tuah girl with that coin or whatever that she has, right? Or she had. And then people were literally putting money into that, and they're mad that they lost their money. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Let's be real here. Let's be honest. So let's see. The rising rapper and online presence played voicemails to negotiate. Is there a clip? Okay, yeah, see the clip.
To him double. That was the deal.
Wait,
So I
hold
give
on,
him
hold
two
on.
mil, and then in 90 days he gives back to me double. And he does all this shit. He's gonna for one, he's gonna follow me, which I'm not paying 2 mil for no fucking follow. Like that was just
Hold
part
on,
of the deal. He's gonna
hold
follow
on.
me.
Slow down one second.
Right.
Drake told you give him 2 million and he gonna flip it for you? Come on, bro.
Yes, like I have screenshots of that. I have screenshots of Drake on his real fucking thing saying, "Give me 2 M's and I'm gonna fucking flip it." And I also have screenshots when I fucking basically hacked Top's Telegram. I gave him a Richard Mille, my Bubba Watson factory set with the diamonds. And I gave it to him under the impression that once all these Drake promises were fulfilled, that he was gonna be able to keep the fucking Richard Mille. And then, but I was just so like, I thought it was, he fucking like lied to me because this nigga's such a snake. He lied to me so good. I was just like, here, wear it for now, and then when it's done, keep it.
How did Drake supposedly tell you he was gonna flip 2 million to 4?
He said he needed it on his stake balance and
I'm not watching any more of this. I'm not watching anymore. I wasn't gonna watch this 13-minute vid anyway, but I'm not even pressing play anymore. You think Drake partnered with Stake, by the way. You think Drake needs money for his stake balance to gamble. Come on, bro. This no. I'm not even we're going to the next topic. We're going to the next. I'm no. That's ridiculous, man. I'm not about to no. Okay. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this up. ASAP Rocky to lead in Spike Lee's new film Highest to Lowest. Okay, that's being ASAP Rocky. That's what's up. ASAP Rocky, the talented performer. Oh yeah, he was in the a Netflix show a while back, right? Movie, I think. So yeah, he got some experience. He's now become renowned fashion model with Calvin Klein and Puma. ASAP Rocky is going to take the plunge into acting. Yeah, he was in the film before. Okay, yeah, I'm not tripping. But now he's the lead. Now he's the lead in a Spike Lee film, bro. That's amazing. That's amazing. What's it gonna be about? What's it gonna be about? Let me see if there is anything. Any pics, any like Highest to Lows was announced February 2024. The buzz surrounding the film stemmed from a reunion between Spike Lee and Denzel. The duo responsible for several classics dating back to the 90s and haven't worked together. So this is gonna be ASAP Rocky, Spike Lee, and Denzel in one film? Or is it just like because they started talking again, I guess. His mind is seemingly on everything but music on the. Yeah, let's see. Highs to lows will represent a huge leap in terms of collaborators and prestige. Rocky's also slated to appear in the upcoming dramedy If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yo. All you need is a platform to get yourself out there. Shout out to ASAP Rocky, man. I've been with him since Long Live ASAP, bro. It's cool to see him like grow and stuff. Shout out to him. I think, and they said something interesting here. Where was it at? Where did I see it at? Where was it? I read it too. Hold on one second. I don't know, but basically what I was thinking about was he said that people what I just read, he said that people going to music, I mean going to acting, he's like, basically just having a platform and going there. What I think is going to happen, Kai, I don't know why this popped in my head, but Kai Cenat was talking about acting. He wants to be an actor. He's been throwing hints here and there about acting, you know what I'm saying? And Rocky's from New York. Spike Lee's from New York. I don't know where Denzel's from, but Kai's from New York. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably throwing some little hints out there that maybe he's going to get back into it after Good Burger. So that would be something cool to see. Jay-Z faces more allegations regarding male and female minors from Tony Busby. All right, buddy. This one's going to be a 3-part one. This one, and then the NFL makes a decision on it, and then Stephen A goes into it. So I'm gonna go see what's going on. So Jay-Z and his attorney, Alex Spiro, I think that's how you say his last name, filed a massive extortion lawsuit against Tony, representing a woman accusing him of allegedly raping her after an after party in the 2020 MTV VMAs when she was just 13. My goodness, bro. He writes that the attorney threatened to unleash entirely fabricated and malicious allegations. Okay. Now, I will say this. While this does look bad for Jay-Z, yes, it does. But it's good that he took a stand this soon, this early. You see a lot of people, oh, well, maybe, they just go radio silent for like days or weeks at a time. This was the next day from my knowledge. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. News broke that the anonymous woman Tony Busby is representing added Jay-Z's name to amended lawsuit against Diddy. So it was Jay-Z and Diddy. Uh-oh. That is not good. That's not good for Jay-Z. Diddy's in a world of trouble, and he looks like he's about to get thrown underneath the jail. So Jay and Spiro have already requested an emergency hearing to deal with the allegations. They argue that the rampant media coverage of the situation makes the time matter sensitive. I'd agree. Let's get this out the way. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the bottom of this. We're not dealing with no allegations, of course. We're not dealing with no like settlements. We're not dealing with no like, oh, maybe he said, she said type. You know what I mean? Like, we're not doing that. Because every time I feel like it's a settlement, then they did it, but they just want to keep them, you know what I'm saying? Keep them on the hush. Whoever, the plaintiff was. So I don't like that. I don't like that settlement thing, like with Deshaun Watson, with Diddy the first time, with Cassie, and all this stuff. They settled on something like, okay, I did it. It's cool. Just shh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. So, with these allegations going on, the NFL makes a decision on Jay-Z amid rape allegations. So basically, Jay-Z is a part of the, what is it in the NFL? The committee of, what was it? I'm pretty sure it's in here. let's get into it. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still gonna have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend. That was a question that 50 Cent was demanding to follow. It came across as a joke. I didn't think that was a joke. I mean, 50 be joking, but like, you know what I mean? Maybe he's in it again. I don't know. Moreover, some fans of the NFL have even been calling for them to sever ties with Hove. I mean, yeah, bro, like these allegations are serious. So NFL, Jay-Z's got a weird case. Why is he still around? Yeah. To recap, the woman is accusing of Jay-Z of raping her back at an after party. Yeah, we know that already. He's vehemently denied it. And from my understanding, it was less than 24 hours since everything, started catching steam. AP sources clear up questions. Okay, let's see what happened. What was said? What does that mean for NFL? Will they drop the contract, or will they stand pat and subsequently back him during the we now have the answer. Okay. With the ongoing legal process, there is no change in the relationship of Rock Nation that includes the Super Bowl. Okay, so this, like I said, there's no change in the relationship 24 hours after something happens. It's not to say that it's not going to change in the future. It's not going to say, you know what I'm saying, that he's just scot-free. It's just very soon, very quick, and that's it. So with that now confirmed, we're going to depend greatly on who you ask if this is good news or not. If things do come out about these like allegations being true, then we'll be having a very different discussion moving forward. But for the time being, Jay-Z's ties with the NFL are safe. Yeah, once there's some evidence, once there's, clear-cut, factual, like proof to see, then yeah, they could start making decisions. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. So hopefully, nothing of that sort happened. I don't wish that on anybody, you know what I'm saying? But if it did happen, then Jay-Z, you gotta go, buddy. And Beyonce, we looking at you, Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie. Cause if you're the wife of the man that's doing that, I'm not accusing her of anything, but I'm just saying, like, you would know of something going on. You know what I mean? Like, that's your wife, bro, of a long time. Like, y'all not just starting to date. So, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. We'll see. But let's see what Stephen A has to say. Lloyd Banks.
Where a new lawsuit this week alleges Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old girl more than 20 years ago.
Whoa. Stephen A, relax. One more word, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get out of here. Relax, Stephen A. Can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I could say it. I don't think I could, play that on Twitch. I'm not trying to get banned, you know what I mean?
Ago after an award show after party.
We don't condone that word, Twitch.
New York Southern District. That's the same jurisdiction currently holding Sean Combs in a federal
TikTok
jail
too.
On sex trafficking and racketeering charges until his trial this upcoming spring. As for Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, he's denied the allegations, calling them idiotic to say the least. He went on to say the plaintiff's attorney, named Tony Busby, tried to blackmail him in a demand letter sent before the suit was actually filed. Busby appeared on this show in October, if y'all would recall, and told us about a number of alleged victims that approached his office. Take a listen to Mr. Busby back then. Are these alleged co-conspirators, are they public figures? Are they well-known people in Hollywood?
This right here, hold on 1 second, my fault. Where's my thing? This right here, for the people that were here, when this dropped, I told y'all, I was like, listen, bro, it's not just Cassie. It's not just Cassie that is, about to do this with Diddy. I tried to tell y'all.
In the music industry, are they people who worked for P. Diddy Combs? Could you be specific in that regard?
I would say yes to all the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yes to all of the above.
Yeah.
all the above. People that names that you would know. Some people's names you wouldn't know, but are people that are in management or executive positions. People that were benefiting from this culture that was created. People that were there knowing that this was going to happen. People that actually participated.
Now, here's a portion of Jay-Z's statement issued in the aftermath of news of the suit breaking on Sunday. Quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged
I
victims
agree.
would deserve real justice if that were the case."
All right, Jay-Z. All right, you talking that talk right now. Now, if you're convicted, we're going to come back to these words. You know what I mean?
End quote. In addition to the statement, Jay-Z didn't stop there. On Monday, yesterday, his legal team asked the judge to deny a request for the plaintiff to remain anonymous. Jay-Z's lawyer argued that the accuser's decision to file a lawsuit against his client under the name Jane Doe was, quote, inconsistent with a genuine effort to determine the truth or falsity of these allegations as opposed to an effort to procure a quick settlement.
That's what I was saying earlier about the settlements. But you gotta understand from this perspective. Is it gonna take a long time? More than likely, yes, this will take a long time. However, in previous situations with previous people in high power, you know what I'm saying? I would argue that it is very, very, very beneficial. Very beneficial to remain anonymous unless needed. You know what I mean? Like the public should not know her name at this point in time when there's no evidence, nothing. You know what I mean? But once everything comes out, I feel like that protection for that, that girl is going to be, it needs to be presidential. I'm not going to lie. Do you not see what just happened with a person with a high power, CEO, United Healthcare? You know what I mean? Like,
His attorneys want a dismissal of the suit or disclosure of the plaintiff's identity. Basically, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. A couple of things.
talk to me, Stephen A.
I don't know Sean Diddy Combs. I've met him on a few occasions. I've spoken to him on a few occasions. I don't know whatever truth or falsehood is associated with his name. I haven't cast any guilt or innocence upon Sean Diddy. I simply reported it. It had Ryan Smith, legal analyst, on 1 minute, Eli Honig, CNN analyst, on another, Ellie Honig, a CNN analyst, on another occasion, dissecting and analyzing the case against Sean Diddy. The reason why I broached that was because his homes were raided in both Los Angeles and Miami by Homeland Security.
Yep.
News had been percolating, and it was clearly evident that an indictment would be forthcoming, and that clearly they were going to go after Sean Diddy Combs.
Mm-hmm.
That is the United States government.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Busby is not that. He is a lawyer. I am not going to sit here and dismiss or excoriate Mr. Busby or his client, who's anonymous at this particular moment in time, and the allegations that she has leveled against Jay-Z. Here's what I will say. I'm broaching this story right now because we're talking about a friend of mine who is Jay-Z. Somebody that I've known now for 25 years. And I'm going to state for the record, not calling anybody any names, not challenging Mr. Busby or the accuser, whomever. I'm telling you, I've known this man for 25 years. And I'm saying, for me, Stephen A. Smith, there is no way in hell I believe this about him. The Jay-Z that I know is the Jay-Z that I've seen around teenagers, and he doesn't even want us playing the kind of music we kind of listen to in hip hop.
Now, I have seen video evidence of that, what he's saying, not of that specific instance, or, you know what I'm saying, but I have seen him, you know what I'm saying, like, turn that off, there's kids in here, you know, like, I've seen that. So that has validity. I will give it that.
He made us turn it off. That dude who was in concert in 2004 performing alongside R. Kelly, who he grew to dislike a lot, particularly because of the allegations that were leveled against him, who found things like that despicable and abhorrent.
As he
Anybody
should.
that's been around Jay-Z and knows him has seen him come to the defense of the most helpless amongst us, which are the children. I can't believe for 1 second that he would ever be associated with an allegation like this. And I felt it was important to bring that up because you got people out there. Stephen A., you had something to say about Diddy. Why aren't you going to have something to say about Jay-Z? Well, I don't know Diddy. I've met him a few times, talked to him a few times, absolutely. But I've known Jay-Z for 25 years. I don't believe it. Now, that's as far as I can go because, again, if you can't provide eyewitness evidence to refute the allegations that have been levied against anyone, it's irresponsible to go over the airwaves and go any further than that. It is not irresponsible to point out who a friend of mine is. Somebody that I've come to know and love and don't believe for 1 second would be capable of such a thing. That's not irresponsible. That's love right there. Because of what you know about a person based on your personal interactions with them along with the people that have been around them.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Now, I will say this. Those words mean a lot to me and for Jay-Z. You know what I mean? However, people say the same thing what he just said about principals, pastors, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I can't obviously say it over Twitch, but like stuff like that has happened. And they're like, oh, you know, I would never thought that he or she would do something like that. That would never cross my mind. That wouldn't, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So it's touchy. It's very sensitive. It's very sensitive, but I do think that taking Stephen A's word for this at this point in time, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, especially with no evidence, nothing going on. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a bad take if someone were to take, you know, his advice.
I tell you what also made me comfortable enough to come on the camera and say this to all of y'all.
Okay.
That quote that Jay-Z gave. Put it up there again, because I want the audience to see it again. I want to read the quote to you, okay? These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Bam! What he's saying is, let's go. Let's go to court. Mm-hmm. Who is she? I got children at home. Beyonce's my wife.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to let you talk about me like that when I got to explain to my children, your dad is not a rapist? You think that's a conversation that I want?
Sorry, Twitch.
You think I'm going to let that slide? That's what Jay-Z is saying. I have not spoken to him since these allegations have come down. Again, I was in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Not that the phones don't work there. I just haven't spoken to him about it. But I'm telling you what my personal belief is. Rape?
Sorry, Twitch.
All,
Grape.
Secondly,
grape juice. White grape juice.
No. And I understand that everybody in this day and age got to be careful about where you go and what. I got that. I understand it. We weren't eyewitnesses. We can't castigate the accuser. We can look at the lawyer as an ambulance chaser because he's pursuing a civil suit which involves money as opposed to a conviction that'll send you to jail.
Facts. And you know what? Very, very, very short story time real quick. So I was talking to this girl, right? She's like, why aren't you more Why aren't you more aggressive? Why aren't you more, you know what I'm saying? Just take it. You know what? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you've given me no signals to do that. I'm not touching you. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I mean? Until you say, yes, I'm on board. Let's do this. I'm not touching you. This is our first, you know, like I don't know you like that. Are you crazy? No, I'm not doing that. And on top of all of that, she told me that she doesn't, she is abstinent. She's abstinent. So she's not even partaking in any of that. So that's not even in my mind. Right. But that conversation happened. I'm like, I'm not about to, I don't know you. I'm in college at the time. Like, I don't know you. 21-year-old me, you know what I'm saying? Having that type of awareness. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We aren't about to do that. I'm not about to get caught up. And if you feel some type of way, you can go ahead and leave my dorm room right now. We ain't about to do that. We are not about to do that. So it's that simple. It's literally that simple, bro. And that was the last time I spoke to her. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the last time I've seen her too, actually.
I get that.
I don't know
But
where
I'll
she
be
went.
damned if you could be friends with somebody for over 20 years with a platform like I have
That
and
too.
various others have, and not at least acknowledge the person that you know and the person that you've been around and the person that you've spoken to, that you've come to love, you don't believe is capable of something like that. I don't think it's a crime. It's not a crime to say that. Now again, we'll find out more, and the story probably won't go away.
It's not.
But the number one reason I felt comfortable enough to come out and say what I said is because of that quote. Put it up there one last time. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away.
Because it is a crime.
Would you not agree?
That is a crime.
These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that was the case. And then after that, the brother is pursuing her identity. Let's go. It happened more than 20 years ago, allegedly. You weren't an adult then. You're clearly an adult now. If it happened over 20 years ago, that would leave you in your 30s. I don't know. I'm saying to you, again, the allegation is about what happened to a child.
Mm-hmm.
But that child, once upon a time, allegedly has now come forward as an adult.
As an adult.
I'm going to go right or left, whatever way you want to take it.
Be careful.
By getting a little bit political here.
Be careful. Hey, Stephen A., be careful.
When you think about the election that has transpired.
Okay.
And some of the things that have transpired in our society. When we talked about woke culture, it wasn't just about transgender.
Right.
Or other issues involving whether it's the LGBTQ community or whomever.
Right, I'm following.
It was also about America being a society that once upon a time presumed you innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
And how that has now changed.
Yeah.
Careers and livelihoods have been compromised over sheer accusations.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have people who are salacious enough to point the finger at Jay-Z, and then you're going to have others that will go in the opposite direction. But be clear, this ain't P. Diddy. Homeland Security didn't raid Jay-Z's home. He wasn't charged with multiple felony accounts that can land him in jail for the rest of his natural life. He has been accused by a plaintiff who's hired a lawyer in pursuit of civil retribution 20 years after the fact. That's not P. Diddy. This is different. And all I'm going to say is, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
Right.
None of you were there or whatever. But if people can look at this and say, hey, I think he's guilty, then we also have the freedom for some of us to look at it and say, you got to prove that to me because I can't imagine he would be guilty of such a thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from.
It's both sides of the spectrum. I get it. I definitely get it. It's just like one of your friends that you would never think, you know what I'm saying? Something happens to your friend, you're going to go to bat for your friend. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And me, like I always say, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors involving two people, you know, whatever instance, in this instance, Jay-Z and the 13-year-old girl. Only Jay-Z and the 13-year-old girl knows. That's it. If there was an incident, you know what I mean? So if there was one, he needs to be, you know, prosecuted under the extent of the law. And if there wasn't, then there needs to be something done as far as like, you know, somebody lying on his name. That simple. So whatever happens, whatever's going on, I just pray that everyone gets the clarity that, you know, they're searching for, because this is not something to play with.